And we're live. Oh, wait, that actually worked this time.
Ah!
Yay!
All
We'd actually
right.
be able to see.
Let's
Oh,
hear it
yeah,
for
clean your glasses.
technology.
Everybody
Yeah.
get ready to be able to see the most magic show on earth.
Hey!
Oh, welcome to comicspriceguide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
I'm just Bobby.
And I'm Gugasaurus Rex. This week
Rawr.
Nice.
with my little arms.
Oh, we've got
Oh.
comics, we've got news, we've got dinosaurs.
Potential.
Always.
Yes.
In all things dinosaurs.
Oh, Xavier will
Very
be happy
true.
about this episode.
Excellent. Nice.
Excellent.
Excelente.
Anyway, we should start off, I think, with some sad news. Did you guys hear that Harry Belafonte passed away? Congestive heart failure. He was 96, lived a nice, long, and awesome, legendary life.
Yeah.
You make it past 90. I always say that's a win. It's a bucket of
Yeah.
win right there.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. If some of you fans out there may not know some of his top songs, or you may not have realized that he was the one who sang them, like
Originally.
Deo, Jump in the Line.
If you watched Beetlejuice,
Yeah, exactly. Then you know him.
A good portion of Harry Belafonte's overall.
Yeah. Well, and I actually knew him because he was like civil rights advocate as well.
Oh, yeah.
So big with apartheid. And so anyway, our hearts go out to the family. His wife is still alive and kiddos. So hello. Hey, Voodoo Lily.
Hey, Voodoo.
We do have a number of trailers that dropped this week. Not near as crazy as I feel like it was last week and the week before. We've had tons.
Well, yeah, but those were two celebrations. Like at that
That's
point,
true.
you're still like.
I didn't even go into all the Star Wars stuff because there was just like so
there was a lot.
I was just
a lot that happened.
check out our page.
Exactly.
It's just like go to the link that they're all there.
They were. Well, I also couldn't prioritize because they were all really exciting. But do either of you guys watch The Equalizer? The third one is coming out. The third.
Oh, there's a third one. Is it? Is that Denzel Washington?
It sure
is. Denzel Washington. I know that much.
All right.
I haven't actually seen either of it or either of the movies or the TV show, but I know it's Denzel.
I am sadly old enough to remember the TV show.
I'm talking about the newer one.
Oh, there's a newer. There's a newer.
There was
TV
a
You're not
remake.
You're not even
There's
that
a
old,
remake
dude.
with Queen Latifah.
See, I'm talking about the one with the old white guy. You know, it's just like I remember when I saw the movie. I'm just like, oh, Denzel. I'm like, because the TV show was not like somebody of Denzel's caliber.
No, man, and gotta love me some Denzel. I think I watched the first one, so I guess before this third one comes out, I need to go catch myself up and rewatch the first one too.
Mm-hmm.
The Equalizer trilogy.
Yeah, do it. Back to back. It can't be near as bad as the extended version of Lord of the Rings. I mean, it wasn't bad. I love watching the extended version, but all three of those back to back. That's a long time.
When they did it in the theaters?
Oh yeah, of course. There's two different. You had to watch the first half and then the second half.
I never went to the theaters for the the all day extended one. But I have friends. Dedication.
The most recent I didn't see because Suzume was out that same day that it was releasing, but that was I heard really fun because it was the 20th anniversary.
Oh, I didn't do that. That would be fun.
That wasn't too terribly long ago.
Yeah. We also, Googs, you just told me this before the show even started. The new Flash trailer also is.
Yeah, final Flash trailer. We get to see four shots of Michael Keaton as Batman again.
I mean, if you need to make a multiverse, having Flash do something stupid is about your best option in the DC universe. It's that, or have Superboy do reality punching. That's your choices so far within.
I don't know if the movie DC fans could wrap their head around the idea of Superboy Prime. You'd be like, "What's this now?" Well, you see, there's another universe, and in this one, people you just see like the blood coming out of.
It's
absolutely fair because I've read that comic, and
And you
blood
still don't
falls out of my
understand.
ears.
You're just like,
And Bobby
"What?
still has blood coming out of it.
What did I just read? What's going
I
on?
don't understand. Exactly.
Bobby just takes his glasses off and walks away.
And,
I set
well,
fire to
I'm done.
Here's why I just keep them on my head. It's like,
That
what
was
did I just read? No, it's fine. I couldn't
Why is
remember.
Jason Todd alive? Superboy Prime. You can explain so much through Superboy
I know.
Prime.
He is the Deus Ex Machina of the DC Comics. What happened? Superboy Prime. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That makes
We
sense.
don't have to explain anything more.
It's logical. Oh goodness. Well, this will be fun. We talked about this, I think, last week or the week before, that we had speculations that Nintendo and other video game companies might start making more video game movies, and it does
Yes.
sound like Nintendo confirmed that there will be more video game movies since they've had success.
Come on,
But they did not
Metroid.
tell us one. Oh, I know. Oh, Metroid.
See, here's the
Come on,
thing, though. I don't
Metroid.
see- Okay, I grant you, Metroid would make an incredible storyline. Don't get me wrong. But for what the video game movies, the market that sort of has actually caught on in all video game movies, because, like, let's think about it. Mortal Kombat, Warcraft, Street Fighter, none of them did great. Like, don't get me wrong, I love all three of those movies, but they're not, like, box office hits. Sonic and Super Mario, you need the kids' movies. Where's Crash Bandicoot?
Oh,
Why do we not have Crash Bandicoot?
I love Crash.
Well, wouldn't that be Sony? Because that's an old PlayStation
Yeah,
game.
it is
Yes.
Sony. It totally
No,
is.
it's Rareware, isn't it?
No, it was PlayStation.
Yeah, but it comes out. It's a Sony only property though, right? That you like.
Probably.
I'm
I've
pretty
never
sure.
seen a Crash Bandicoot
Probably.
on an Xbox.
Mm-mm.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But
seriously, yeah.
I'm all for the Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Chad
no,
says Metroid all day, all day.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. Though, here's what I don't know if there's enough plot line, but Metroid as a TV
But
show
they'll make
actually
it
feels
up.
better.
Don't make
Feels
it
better
up.
to me.
I mean, the first Aliens movie is basically Metroid without a suit of armor. I mean, you just get like I know
Yeah,
Brie
fair,
Larson
fair,
has like
fair.
campaigned to be Shamus for forever.
I could see it. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
You guys, I have to say it. The new Fast 10, Fast and Furious, or whatever number trailer is out too. So
My
thought
mother
they were on,
loves
like,
those movies.
I watched the first 5 of those movies, and I happen to actually really enjoy Tokyo Drift personally. Like, I love that movie personally. I can't go on.
I thought that they were on like 20 by now, so I was just shocked. They
It's the
were.
start of 10. I
Did
don't
they
even
start
I'm
over?
waiting- I'm waiting for the one where they're racing wheelchairs. It's gonna happen. Like Fast 35, just like family. It's all about family.
Ludacris took a car to space. What? Explain.
I like the idea of the wheelchairs, though. That'd be fun. Chad says Metroid could potentially grab part of Avatar's audience because it's sci-fi from a different world from ours.
Oh yeah.
Fair,
Just get the
fair.
right director.
Yeah,
You're
could be done.
you're right. That is a good point, though. The sci-fi piece of it could really pull people in.
It'd be harder for Legend of Zelda though. That one's got a weird.
That was
nobody
one
knows
that
what's
was
happening.
Yeah, that one was actually mentioned in the article. It was like, oh, I hope it's Legend of Zelda, and I was like, that's interesting. Yeah.
Zelda just seems like a why haven't they yet? It's like
Again,
like Lord of the Rings and yeah.
How many timelines are in the Legend of Zelda? Can you tell me? Can you tell me?
We'll just pick one, all right? We'll just pick one, and we'll go from there. There's 19 to choose from.
I mean, this Fast
Just
and Furious
pick
should do a crossover with Jurassic World, Furious Jurassic World.
Oh, totally. They're
If
just
you
riding
want a
dinosaurs
long-running,
and stuff.
ridiculous movie series that I personally love, Mission Impossible is coming.
They just keep
and
making those. I
I'm
don't
so excited.
know which
I'm
one they're
so
on
excited.
now. I've
They
lost
are-
track of the Mission
I
Impossible
believe
movies.
it's technically 8, but I'm never good with the numbers. I just know where it is in the plot line, and I'm so excited.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what number it is. Now I had to look it up and see.
I think
Is it
it's 8.
possibly 7? Oh, no, it is 8.
Okay.
The last
wasn't
one I
crazy.
saw had Henry Cavill in it, if I remember. And I think
That
there's
was
been
the last
8
one.
since then. Oh,
That was
the last one?
that was
That's
in
the one
fact
where,
the
like,
last one.
The famous scene
Yes.
where he like cocks his like arms like reloads.
So good.
So good. Oh, let's
What
see.
other news do we have, right?
Crazy. Yeah, that, I mean,
Right?
we didn't get too derailed. That was part of the news,
Yeah.
the Jurassic Furious.
Raptors
But
Camaros just zooming down the highway. Make
this
it
is
happen.
kind of sad. That depending on how you look at it, the houses from like WandaVision. What is it? Let me look. Bewitched, WandaVision, Partridge Family, American Beauty, Lethal Weapon, Pleasantville, Father Knows Best, I Dream of Jeannie, Young Sheldon, just a few of them. Those houses are like in an area known kind of as like the time capsule, and they're going to be tearing them all down. So it's pretty crazy because, yeah, isn't that insane?
No, like crazy millionaire, billionaire isn't gonna just buy them all up and then make
Well,
like
they said on
old-timey
Warner
towns.
Brothers Ranch. So let's see, it was taken over by Columbia Studio in 1990, and now they're planning to complete the demolition and then the new development by 2025. So they're doing like 16 sound stages and offices and parking and stuff. So complete shift. But
okay, let's raise the money. We'll get the Partridge Family house. What do you think would be the cheapest?
I know. I think it's sad. I think it's sad too. But
here's part of the reasons why. There's a lot of contracts in Hollywood where most of the filming has to take place within like 50 miles of Hollywood. So a lot of that development is just constantly being renovated so that they can do new sets in those areas constantly.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot. That's a lot of houses. But I wonder, so the WandaVision, I'm sure they'd use the actual Bewitched house then, like, because, since I'm sure that was that same house. I didn't even realize that. Chad said Zelda is very Lord of the Rings. Like, could grab that audience. I completely agree. That makes sense. What did I just walk into? The Partridge Family? Yeah, you walked into the houses for Bewitched, WandaVision, Partridge Family, American Beauty, Lethal Weapon, Pleasantville, Father Knows Best, I Dream of Jeannie, all those good. I'm sure like that some of those were the same house, obviously, but they're tearing them down. So womp piece of history, relocate them or something. I don't know.
Whatever. I could see that. That might be worthwhile, or at least rebuild them somewhere. But it's hard.
I'm just surprised, especially when it's lasted that long. You'd think, but last piece of news is the True Detective. Yeah, piece of news. Speaking of which, the True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto he's writing and executing the Magnificent Seven. So it's going to be on Amazon Studios. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a series?
Yeah, they're going to do a series. I think at least what I was reading, it sounds like Amazon has the rights for, like some MGM films and library, like in their library. And so they're like, okay, let's revive some of this, like the movies and TV. But I believe previously, I believe it's a TV series. So we shall see.
I mean, Chris Pratt played in The Magnificent Seven not that terribly long ago alongside.
That's right.
Forgot about that.
Who was it alongside? Several fairly good. I cannot think of the sheriff's name.
Denzel Washington again. Now I need to know.
You're right. I think you're right. I think it was Denzel. Now I'm thinking about it.
This episode is dedicated to Denzel Washington.
But yeah, no, that movie was good. But if you've watched the original movie and the samurai movies that inspired it, while it was, Magnificent Seven was a great action cowboy movie, it didn't really tell the story of a Western or of the original Magnificent Seven movie. So it kind of was
different.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because they originally were looking to create a series. And then, like, as they started to develop, they're like, wait, this kind of seems like the Magnificent Seven. Why don't we do the Magnificent Seven? And then it's like, okay, we're going to
do we own those rights? Then let's do it.
We do. Let's just do that, guys. What are we doing?
Okay, one book thing. Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Chris Pratt, and Vincent D'Onofrio were in the 2016 Magnificent Seven.
There you go, Googs.
Vincent D'Onofrio? Who the heck was he?
Look closely. Vincent D'Onofrio is in everything. You just got to find him.
I mean, that's
where's Waldo?
The man is incredibly talented.
And that is my news for today. So
okay,
we got
Googs, talk to us about your picks this week. There were some fun ones
let's see. I got from the Googs reading pile, I got
Goog's going on.
another Alien #1. I will always support any Xenomorph book. Let's see. But they've been doing them in like 6-issue increments, then restarting with issue 1. They kind of started putting this. Man, I am bad at the reverse camera pointing. They started
It
putting
is
this
hard.
20th century studio stuff on like the Alien and Predator books. I'm like, it's kind of ugly. Just put Marvel Comics up there. Give me a good corner box. But this is
Right,
a
Voodoo
brand.
says, look at that cover art.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the Alex Maleev variant.
Yeah, pull that back a bit just so we get the whole thing. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Although I do like his teeth.
Yeah, the teeth are nice. Yeah.
But and then we got again. I go with the Alex Ross timeless cover for a book this week. This is the Abomination. So of course this is the latest and last issue of the Hulk. This it's issue 14. This was a run that was actually started by Donny Cates, who is known for just coming in, waving his magic wand, and books sell. But there was some incidences. Not incidents. He had some family problems or issues that caused him to like kind of drop out of the book halfway through.
Oh
But
no.
the artist Ryan Otley has taken over to finish it up. The last like 3 or 4 issues to kind of give it its send off, and because there is a new Hulk one coming out, new creative team, new direction, of course.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was like, Otley, like he was on Spider-Man for a while, Amazing Spider-Man, and he was famous for
Invincible.
Invincible.
Yes.
And on Spider-Man, his art was like it's always cool, but like his Hulk stuff, he got to just go crazy, and it shows. Otley's art in the Hulk is
he got to Hulk out.
He got to Hulk out. And then let's see. And then last on my pick of stuff I will read immediately, because Darth Vader, the Darth Vader series for the Marvel Star Wars series is always like, it's the best one, I feel. It's just great. But this is it's not a one shot. It's going to be a limited series. Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red, and it's an anthology with different writers and artists. But the theme, there's even Peach Momoko has interior stuff. Everybody knows her from
her covers, but yeah.
But the whole premise is kind of like a little preview there. Black, White, and Red. It's
Marvel's done a couple of those. They've been fun.
I like that.
Yeah, like Deadpool.
Deadpool did one.
Moon Knight, I think, did one. I have a friend who wrote in one of those. But
I love whenever they do that, color schemes or like different, depending on who's telling their part of the story, different art styles. Like, I love that so much.
Yeah.
And it's Darth Vader always is such a like, they can go into more depth with the character.
I mean, literally
comics, and they have. I love it.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you take the Darth Vader comic and it's spun off into 4 different series just off of the power of them, the characters they introduce in that. So it's been fantastic.
You have the main series, which is currently on like volume 3 issue. It's in the 30s.
Yeah.
Usually,
but then you had Dr. Aphra got her own series.
Dr. Aphra, she's had multiple volumes of her series, but they always do like mini series for Vader. Like Vader Down has like the best scene where he's just surrounded by like rebel troops.
I thought it was stormtroopers. I thought it was rebel stormtroopers. Yeah,
so, it was something, and they're like, "You have to surrender. You're outnumbered." He's like, all I see is dead men," and he just ignites his lightsaber. I remember reading that, being like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah."
Like, I know what's going to happen here. Wait, before you get started, Bobby, don't forget, like, comment, share. We want your friends to be our friends to be your friends. Big ol' happy family. And that's my spiel. You can get into your comics.
All right, Bobby, hit it.
Yeah. Now, Googs, just because you grabbed a bunch of Marvels this week, I thought I'd start off with the Guardians of the Galaxy Bane of Blastar. New semi-mini series coming out. Ralph Macchio is the one who's writing. It's going to be good. But Guardians of the Galaxy are coming up against Blastar, who has started a whole new Inquisition to take over.
As he does.
Yeah, so that's definitely come together. Yeah, and they're having some problems, internal dynamics. You know how it is. It's the current movie lineup, and yeah, so they're having some internal dynamic issues. And can they pull themselves together? That's the question. Gotcha. Next up, we've got DC giving me a postage stamp again. I've talked about this. They frustrate me so much. But it is Green Arrow #1.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's coming out of the Dark Crisis of Infinite Earths. We finally, finally coming out of this Dark Crisis. We've gotten a lot of somewhat weird things coming out of this one. It's not quite as heavy a reset as previous Infinite Earths have been, but it is still some resetting going on. And Ollie is apparently just lost. No one's quite certain what that means. All they know is that he is lost. And now all of his friends have to go find him.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. And so you've got a bunch of the really cool, Arrow characters. We've got, obviously Black Canary, and there's Speedy, Arrowette, Red Arrow over there. Yeah, a lot of fun people hanging out. So it'll be fun. I honestly think I see Peacekeeper. He was blurry, so I couldn't be certain. But yeah.
This is kind of yet again like a Where's Waldo situation. You're like,
exactly.
Wait, who's here?
Who's that? Who's that? All sorts
Look
of great
for the
people.
blonde goatee and the green hood. We found him.
We have found Oliver Queen.
There he is, right there. He's behind the beach ball next to the.
Found him. It's gonna make a really short book if the whole book's about finding somebody who's lost.
All right. Next up, we have Out of Image Comics Deep Cuts. A story for music aficionados. New miniseries that are looking for a story of depth and redemption. Yeah.
Real quick, Bobby. Chuck caught us live. Yay, Chuck!
Hey, Chuck. Good to see you. So New Orleans, 1917, some of the best years of jazz. In the bustling red light district, a young clarinet player meets a job with his hero. But he'll discover there's more to the music business than playing the right notes. And especially true. We've got Kyle Higgins and Joe Clark, who have been writing Radiant Black recently, and a bunch of different artists who are all going to write a 6 double-length issue series here. History of jazz, so much fun to be had here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful cover, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, jazz history, one of my favorite subjects. Next up, we have Parting Ways out of Scout Comics, a story of what is important about love. Gabriella is an immigrant with aspirations of achieving her own American dream, while Brandon is an army medic with his sights set on becoming a doctor. They are optimistic and determined. Souls should be a perfect match. But doubts and fate are confronting them at every turn, when each experiences their personal ambitions conflicting with their shared dreams. Will their love survive? Parting Ways is a romantic drama that challenges expectations about young love as their unique couple navigate who they are both as individuals and as partners.
Well, that just sounds lovely.
Yeah, or
but
deeply tragic.
Sad.
Exactly. I couldn't tell. Reading it, I was like, I'm going to have hope. That's what I'm going to have.
I mean, it is called Parting Ways, so...
Yeah, I know. I'm a little concerned. Anyways,
and from that, we go to...
7 years in darkness after Parting Ways!
7 years in darkness.
Fact, let me just tell you the story. The Academy of Black Magic has reopened its doors for the first time in 200 years. 72 children will walk through the academy doors for freshman years, but only 7 will graduate and walk out alive. Their 7-year journey starts here in this dark and sweeping fantasy epic from acclaimed comics creator Joe Shimalki.
Well, that sounds terrifying.
I know, right? Honestly, I love it.
I've never heard of this, and I want to read it.
The main question is, do the others walk out dead?
That's the question. Is it slavery or is it murder? That's the question. Or is
We'll
it just
see.
dropping out? Do you just go home? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, Voodoo, this looks right up your alley.
Exactly, Voodoo. I hope you enjoy this. I will say, Voodoo, if you like this one, take some time and go read Skullomance as well. A little more slightly lighter hearted off of the exact same premise. People go to a magic university and 1 out of 4 of them make it out of the doors at the end, because otherwise they get murdered.
Murder.
Yeah, so yes, absolutely. Next up, we're getting Silence. Excellent. Yeah. Silence is a new rock and roll mythology mashup. We're following Johanna Jones' return to her hometown of Anthem. Um, a down on its luck shipping town to discover the ship her father is sailing on has gone missing. But she ends up aboard a yellow submarine named the Heart of Gold. And headed directly to Hades' Hexagon to find the missing crew, accompanied by her childhood best friend, a rich young addict, and a punk legend. I can't tell whether we're following a specific Greek myth or if I'm just supposed to feel Greek myth deeply, along with
Ooh.
Beatles. But
Wait, I was
that's
gonna
what
say,
I'm getting out of this.
but Bobby, the yellow
A
submarine.
submarine,
Yeah.
exactly. Trust me, I understand that 100% too, but I definitely feel Greek myth is in there somewhere. So I'm excited. I'm intrigued to see where this might go.
Oh, hello, Lori.
Hello. Yes.
Hello, Lori.
Next up, we have Darkstalkers, Felicia. This is just a number 1 from Darkstalkers. You know, if you have played the video game, Felicia's great. She's fun. She's on her in a one-shot adventure to get to the bottom of a mystery and clear the good name of her best lycanthrope friend. But it all may be for naught if Little Red Riding Hood doesn't, gets to her friend first. So we'll see how that goes.
Bum, bum, bum.
Absolutely,
Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun.
And then finally, out of Sigma Comics, 8-issue series, here comes Calico, intended for mature audiences. I don't know if you were expected to know that from the cover.
I don't think I would have known that.
Exactly. But there once was a man walking around the streets of New York City with big guns and a skull on his chest. Hector Gill makes him look like Gandhi.
Whoa.
There you go. That's a perspective level for you. The
I think
Calico.
it makes sense. It's a cat, though.
But not a calico
gets
cat.
No.
Gets intel on people who abuse and slaughter animals. He puts an end to it permanently.
You know what? I'm all for that. But
Justice.
the fact that he's a man and all calico cats are inherently female. Like,
no,
and also he doesn't look calico really.
There's a little bit of brown.
Oh, I see a little there. Oh,
there
we
we
go.
go. Bit.
There we go. But I'm all for the Punisher version of animal abusers.
Of pet cops.
Yeah.
A pet, or
yeah.
pet
I'm like,
cops.
do it.
Yeah.
No one would convict him.
Absolutely. So we'll see where that goes. No.
That's
Tales. Calico is actually a
female.
Oh,
you know what I forgot to mention though? I forgot to mention. So if you're into Netflix series, which we all know, I definitely am into a ton of them. Check out Night Agent. It's the first season is on Netflix.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, it's
supposedly really good.
In addition, go ahead.
Chuck, did you see? I couldn't hit the button. The
Punisher. Half the book is just him drinking from a saucer of milk and like cleaning himself. Don't worry, I will avenge you.
No. 90% of the book is his sleeping.
In the sun.
5% is him drinking milk, and then the other 5% is murder.
Murder, of course.
And he just keeps knocking stuff off of counters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the truth? Googs, don't forget to plug
your stuff.
Plug.
All right.
Go plug
Yes.
yourself.
Well, I also do a live stream every Wednesday night with my good illustrator friend, Jason May, called the Jason May Clubhouse with Chris Gugliotti. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's audience participation. We just throw out an idea and you tell us what to draw. But also, I will be at All Yeah Comics in Harrison, New York for Free Comic Book Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
Bobby, do you
And
still have that graphic? It's okay if not.
It's all right. We got a week.
Okay.
But
we'll throw it all over our website.
Speaking of the live stream, May is coming up, so May the 4th, so we're doing an entire Star Wars theme month. So that's always the fun one. I think last year I got to combine a Rancor with an Ewok. It was horrifying.
There's a reason I am not the one who hangs out on Googs' show.
Because you're scared?
I'm easily
intrigued.
scared. We know that.
I'm intrigued and terrified, both at once. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We love spending time with you on Tuesdays. It's the highlight of our day. If you are into some of the horror comics things that we showed, Voodoo also does a live stream on Twitch on Saturdays, and it's in the morning. Check out. It's a few hours long, so you have time to get on there and just chat around. But thank you for joining. We will see you guys live at 7:25. Or that is your time, Eastern time, because it's 6:25 Central Time. Look at that! I got you, Goose. All right, see y'all.
Bye.
See you next week. Oops, my button. Where's the button?